Hello everybody, today we're doing a oil change on the 2017 Tacoma. It has the Backwoods Adventure Mod skid plates, so we removed this access here. You can see the filters right up there, easy to get to, and then we're just draining some oil here. When we get down there, we'll spray off everything. I don't like any oil anywhere, so we'll clean that all up when we're done. So in every kit with the Amsoil filter, and maybe other kits do this also, I'm not sure, but you get this little presser piece here. It basically goes up against the oil filter and releases the oil. So what I did on this one here is I added a hose to it. So basically it'll, I screw it in and then it gets to a point where it pushes up into the oil filter and it releases the oil and it comes down through this hose and into the pan, which is a little cleaner, but works really well. Let's see if I can, I already loosened this up in here. So the next thing I'll do is I'll attach this, I'll screw this up in there, and it'll release the oil into the pan. Gonna need another hand before I do this, so. There you go, that'll drain down there. Keeps things a little neater. Once that's all drained, I'll unscrew the oil filter. So this is the oil filter housing. Sits like that. I just put on the two new, these two red gaskets. One goes around the inside and then one goes on the bottom. And then I'm gonna put this nut back on the top there. It's the first thing we'll do, and then we'll put the new filter in and screw it back on. So the 2017 Toyota Tacoma takes 6.2 quarts of oil. We just got done with the filter and tightened everything up on the bottom, so we're gonna add the oil. All right, we just put the new gaskets in. What we do also on the gasket, we put some fresh oil around it. You don't want a dry gasket. Keep the oil on there. Makes a better seal. All right, got the oil filter up there. We're letting it run a little bit. We're gonna check for some leaks. Make sure everything is A-OK. Last thing we'll do on this skid is put this plate back in here. Then we're going to hose everything off, make sure there's no, I don't like any oil anywhere, so we'll get everything cleaned up. Alright, the plate is back on here. I will say this is actually easier than the stock skid plate, because I'd have to, every time I did an oil change, I'd have to take the whole skid plate off on the stock Tacoma. This is actually a little quicker, but we love the new skid on here. Alright, time I'm going to write down the mileage. This is an earlier edition of the Overlanders magazine. We still have the same back page here, but basically I use this for all my maintenance logs. So we'll add the oil change today that we did in here. Now we're going to go clean up everything under the hood. I'm actually letting the vehicle run for a little bit, make sure there's no leaks, and then we'll be ready for some more trails.